5 hours of summer once a week. Hey, 5 hours of summer one Saturday morning.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, ride. This is Views from a Different Side. I, of course, am your host, Rashad, and I'm joined by my compadre, 1, 2, 3.
Doug Taylor, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Want to be all in your lives. Yes.
You can't get that high. Today we're going to be talking about the best 1, 2, 3 trilogy in the MCU. We got 5 of them? We've got let's see here, let's do them in order. The first one was, of course, the Iron Man trilogy.
Yeah.
And then we got the Thor trilogy, quadrilogy. You've got the Captain America trilogy.
Yep.
You've got the Ant-Man trilogy.
Yeah.
You've got the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. And you've got the Spiderman trilogy. So which one of those is going to be the best? Let's rank them from least to best. So let's start with the, I think we pretty much agree on these up until...
Should we do the Avengers or no? That's not doing those.
No, let's not do the Avengers.
Yeah. So just a single character.
Yeah, we're just doing the single characters, in my opinion. All right, so I think we agree on these for the most part. So the bottom one is Ant-Man, is that right?
Yeah, I would say Ant-Man because I did like the third Thor was one that really helped it get from the bottom. So
yeah. The Ant-Man movies don't have a standout movie.
No, they don't.
That's the problem with them. I think the Ant-Man movies are okay, but none of them are bad, in my opinion. Even the last one wasn't bad, but I don't think any of them are standouts.
I agree. In fact, on that.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and put Ant-Man there. It's funny too because somebody posted a picture, I think in our group, Color Commentary, of like which one is the best trilogy. And it's like, I saw Captain America and Iron Man and Thor and Spider-Man. And then Ant-Man, I didn't even see it until I saw him on somebody's shoulder. Because like, oh yeah, he's got a trilogy too.
Dang.
I didn't even forget about this dude. All right, so the second trilogy, this one is a quadrilogy. I think we would agree that Thor is the second worst trilogy.
Yes, because the first Thor was okay. Second Thor was not the greatest. Third Thor was really good. The fourth Thor was trash.
The worst one, yes.
Yes.
I haven't watched that movie since.
Movie is trash. It's all trash. Ain't nothing good about it.
The first Thor, for me, I thought overall it was a good movie. The music is good. Loki is fantastic. That's probably some of the best that he's been in any movies. For me, every time I watch it, I just really don't like the fact to me that the movie feels backwards. As far as like at the beginning, he's fighting all of these ice giants, and he's also fighting this giant, dragon, ice dragon. And then at the end, he's only fighting Loki. So that's cool, that's personal and stuff, but I just feel like the movie gets smaller at the end. And it's interesting because Captain America Civil War does the same thing. It's a big battle towards the middle, and then it's a smaller battle at the end. But they did a much better job of making it much more personal.
Yeah. You're right in that.
Yeah, I just didn't feel that in this one. All right,
yeah.
Let's go to the third one. Perhaps this might be our first place of dissension, which you'll find out. I would put third place as Iron Man.
I'm trying to think. The only other ones in front of it is, third place.
Well, third we're going from bottom to top. So this is fourth place, I guess.
So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't disagree. I mean, the first one was epic. Second had some really good things in it. I mean, I always rewatch all this shit because I love Robert Downey, and he does a great job of Iron Man. But the villain wasn't the greatest on either the last two movies. So, no, that's really what made Iron Man lackluster is the villains.
Okay.
His trailers were great, but then when you actually see the villains and what happens to the villains, it's like, oh, he didn't think nobody better, but I could have had somebody better in there.
I think in every one they get blown up, don't they?
Well, they made they blew him up, the fire dude, and on the other one, he got blown up because him and Bucky teamed up.
No, not Bucky. War Machine.
War Machine. What's his War Machine?
All black sidekicks do not look alike, Charlie.
No, Bucky's not black though. No.
Dang.
Bucky. But I know he was in Wakanda for sure, but dang. He didn't get his black card. Like Wolf. They made sure he was white Wolf.
Right, exactly. But the first Iron Man is great. It's still one of the best MCU movies. I mean, it's solid, and it really set the identity of the Marvel Universe in general. It's on the strength of Iron Man that every other Marvel movie stands. Iron Man 2, again, Robert Downey Jr. does a fantastic job, but there's some things that happen in the movie that just don't make any darn sense, and that bothers me. Like dude getting hit by a really, really big limousine and surviving, and he's got a belt.
No suit on. Yeah, his little belt, like his knees and legs should be broken. I'm like, that was a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, a Rolls Royce. Yes, that's a big car.
The best you can get. That thing is heavy and has got an engine up in it too. It's like that must have been dead. That would have been the end of the movie. Yeah. That part really takes me out. It ruins the whole. That part right there, that scene ruins the whole movie for me right there. Yeah, I can see that. Iron Man 3, I've said this every single time. So I've said it for years, and I say it every time I see it. It is both the worst and the best Iron Man movie simultaneously. The best part is like when he doesn't really have much of his armor on. He's like, "I'm gonna kill you in 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3." Right now. Here it comes. I love that. And then when he gets like one hand and one boot and he's flying around, that is cool. And then the scene of him saving everybody from the president, when they're thrown out of the airplane. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of civilians being saved in any of the Marvel movies. They don't really do that. They fight the bad guys. They don't care about civilians. So
they say on Ultron.
Yeah. Well, of course, Captain America wouldn't let him leave.
Well, yeah, nobody leaves with there's a soul still on this rock or something like that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Cap, I would have left. I've been alone for life. I don't know what happened, Cap.
I'm still on the mountain. I don't know how I got down here. I was fighting one of them aliens and I couldn't get back up there. Sorry, you all right?
I woke up and I was down here. But the bad parts about Iron Man 3 are the whole thing about he's got these suits that for the first two movies they're doing all this incredible stuff, and then in the third one all these suits are just getting wrecked by like nothing. It's like 30 of them and they're just getting destroyed. It's like, and then he destroys all the suits at the end. These things. I'm not so much of a discounter of the whole Mandarin thing. Doesn't really bother me that much. But at the same token, I thought Ben Kingsley was a great villain. Like when he was like, he's a good man. Here's John. He's a good man, got a good strong job. I'm gonna shoot him in the head on your
head.
television. I said, dang.
Yeah. He was beast mode when he was playing that part. Then we found out what he was for real. I'm like, dang, because it made everything a joke. That was like the biggest thing. It was like sometimes it need to be a little serious. Like when your girl dies and falls in the fire. Like, I don't know. I need to see a little more emotion with Robert Downey on that part.
Mm-hmm.
Like they kind of like he was like, oh my gosh. And then he was like back to I'm gonna try to fight this dude.
Right, exactly.
I mean, like you let your boy your boy off of Guardians of the Galaxy have somebody, that he care about, he love die. Like, boy, you gonna feel that scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! I can't believe it. And just like it will make you feel. Black people, we get super dramatic with our stuff. So I do. Robert Downey's like, oh dang, Pepper died. All right, let's fight. I'm like, dang.
Right.
Nobody cares about Pepper. And the other part was the suit thing did get on my nerves, but I like when they attacked this house and all, like basically, destroyed the whole home, and then he gets escaped in the suit and everything. Like seeing him like get lose was good, showing how vulnerable he actually was. But I don't know. I guess I just didn't like the villain. The villain I go back to the villain, the fire neck guy. Like, they could have had a better villain. Like, dude did a really good job writing the guy that writes Mandalorian. He wrote the third one. He was just in it.
What, the Mandalorian?
Did he write the Mandalorian?
Oh! I see what you're talking about. No, he didn't write that. He was just in it. You talking about the director?
He was in the third Iron Man. He didn't write or direct it.
Right.
Who directed that one?
Somebody.
They had a really good time doing it, and then it was like, but he had some good parts. It's just like he did not stick the landings with it, and like try to outthink themselves too much. Like, cause you can't have two fake people. It's like the Mandalorian, not Mandalorian. I don't know what I'm talking about. What's the Asian dude that was on? The old dude was portraying. He was stupid names.
From Chang-Chi?
Yeah, his dad. What was his actually, the ring, 5 or 6 rings or 10 rings?
Yeah, 10 rings.
10 rings.
Mm-hmm.
So what was he? Who was he supposed to be?
Who's supposed to be?
On Iron Man 3.
Oh yeah, he's supposed to be the leader of the 10 rings.
Yeah, but what was the name of the leader or something? That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't know his name.
He's the comic book guy. He's what's the man? You know what I'm talking about, Rashad.
The Mandarin.
The Mandarin. That's what I was trying to. That's
Is that what you've been trying to say?
Yes, I kept saying Mandalorian the whole time. I was like trying to think of man. I couldn't get it out. But yeah, like him not being the Mandarin was cool. I didn't like it, but then they did retcon it, later on. So I guess I don't have that big a problem with it now. But at the time, I did have a problem with it because everybody was like, "How are you gonna make him white? Like he's supposed to be Asian descent or something, Japanese, Chinese, whatever they were gonna put him as. But he's supposed to be Asian descent, so you can't be bringing a white dude basically being so everybody's all upset during the movie. And then we found out he was actually just faking the whole time. Then they go around and had that little side piece, what's that little side video thing they'll just be throwing in? He used to have a
one shot.
Little one shots. There you go. And had them with the 10 rings and the real 10 rings guy. I was like, yeah, okay. But y'all doing too much. Just do it better next time. So, but let's go back to our list. I agree with you. Third or fourth, whichever we're on, is Iron Man.
All right. So now, this is where it gets really controversial. These last 3, and I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Here we go.
These might shift depending on me just watching them, going back and watching them again. Because as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, the one I'm about to say is number 3. You know what? I don't know about that, actually. Because third place, my first impression is the third place is Captain America.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I probably am because I went back and thought about, like Winter Soldier is still one of the most solid movies in the entire MCU.
It's amazing.
Yeah, Winter Soldier. I like Winter Soldier better than Civil War. I just like the. I like the Winter Soldier just stays the same throughout. The tone doesn't change. I don't like the fact that Civil War the tone changes. But Civil War is a fantastic movie, and so those two movies are definitely top. Like, both of them are like top 10 movies. So you know what? Let's just talk about let's talk about these three trilogies and figure out how it's going to rank. All right. So then you get the Spider-Man trilogy, and the hardest part for me to rank is the Spider-Man ones because since I don't have Stars, and they're not on Disney Plus, unlike every other MCU movie, I haven't watched these over and over and over again. I've only watched the Spider-Man movies typically once. Except for recently, I was able to get Stars, and I watched, the first and the second movie. Actually, I didn't watch Homecoming. I just watched Far From Home, which is a really good movie. But No Way Home is a fantastic movie. It really is. It's also a top 10 movie, particularly with how what's his name? Not Tobey Maguire. What's his name? Tom Holland. The way that he plays sad Parker. Ooh.
Yeah.
He crushes.
Yeah, he crushes it, especially when he be trying to kill the Goblin. Like Tobey Maguire got to like stop him. You know, Tobey Maguire's face doesn't show his emotions. Like he always looks like he's kind of like a little quirky and happy, weird. Kind of like got a weird looking smirk. So, but oh boy, he sold his. He was like, he's like crying and everything. Yeah. I was like, he tried to kill him for real, like for real. Like he ain't trying to hold nothing back. Like he pulling full strength right now. So you know how strong the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is right now to hold this, because Pete is not trying to hold back at all.
No. So you gonna get these knives?
Yeah, in your face, son.
But then you have the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. And the first one is not my favorite, but it's still a decent movie. But 2 and 3 are both solid movies. Like, I would say that it might be Guardians of the Galaxy it may not be the best trilogy, but it might be the most consistent. Because Captain America, the first Captain America movie is definitely on the low point for me. And yes, I know Danny is going to jump on this recording right now.
What? That's the best movie ever.
It's the best Captain America. But Captain Winter, the first Avenger, I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan of that movie. But
it's
those
grown
two
on me over time.
I
thought over the years I've watched it. Like, okay, it's actually not as bad as I kind of thought it was before. I was like, okay, it's a pretty decent movie.
There's just a lot of scenes.
It's not like the best. Yeah. Yeah, they had to sell it.
They sold it, all right.
I understand where all that Captain America came from, because that's not something that's common.
So, but Guardians of the Galaxy, that one, I didn't really even like that movie for a long time, but that one has grown on me for a while, and I can appreciate that movie. I can appreciate that it's a good movie. And 2 and 3 are both very solid movies. So, what do you think, Chuck? How do you rank these three trilogies? You've seen Spider-Man a lot more than I have, so you can do a better job. A ton. Now that I'm thinking about it, I would probably put Guardians the next one. So I'm not sure. Is that like 3? That's the third place, right? Yeah, I think third place. I mean, all of them were good movies. I'm not saying like I enjoy all the movies, but they don't have the impact of the other ones that we're talking about. Like those were like they set up. Not saying that Guardians didn't have any phases like the main character stuff in it. But they just set I don't know. It's like the fandom was crazy for these movies, for these trilogies,
They're the biggest, the biggest characters in Marvel and in most in the the comic book world. So you know, even though that Guardians was really good, it's still you still got to factor in like these are like the top of Marvel. So like the top people that they have in Marvel. So Captain America and Spider-Man. So yeah, I'll put them third, and then I will put even though I love Civil War, cause I really like Civil War, of course, because Iron Man's on it, and he got the first scene with the first part with Black Panther, and Chadwick kills that role.
Absolutely.
On yeah, I really like Civil War. I can't really separate Civil War and Soldier, but Civil War it has the first one. First time, first one had Iron Man like killed his parts. Had Spider-Man in it. It had Chadwick's first role as Black Panther, which he was epic in. So and then he had them fighting each other. So and that last scene with Captain America and Tony going at it, and then Bucky and them jumping them, the beat him at the end. After he shoots on what's Bucky's arm off, like it was great, man. That's I don't know. That movie right there had me so hyped for so long. I just rewatched it over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely one of my top ones, my favorite movies. Spider-Man. Dang, now I'm thinking about Spider-Man. But the last Spider-Man, the kiss was like, hey, this is hard, Rashad. Why you think
this is really hard?
Because it's like the first two Spider-Man were really good, but that third one was like, whoa. And I'm like, dang, this was like so good. You had all the other Spider-Mans in it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is tough. Man, because I'm over here fighting with the Captain America. Okay, let me just try to do it this way. All right, the first movie.
I'm thinking the same thing. Let's do it.
We gotta do it that way.
One by one.
Okay, the first movie. Who had the best first movie out of the three?
It's definitely not Captain America. Okay.
Okay, so Spider-Man had the best first movie.
Gosh. Yes, because that's when you had Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, yep.
Oh my gosh, when he was in that scene, I've only seen it one time, but I remember that scene where he was sitting in the cab and Michael Keaton was starting to figure it out. And also when he first came to the door, Spider-Man got that one.
Put that gun on the seat. I was like, dang, this is scary, bro. Oh man. So that's the first movie. So was that one? I put Guardians third, but if they're still in the running, do you think Guardians of the Galaxy was better than Spider-Man?
No, Spider-Man had the best.
Okay, Spider-Man's the best, so they had the notch. All right, the best second movie.
Best second movie, okay.
Winter Soldier, I would say.
Yeah. Yep.
Cap's got the Winter Soldier, so he's got that. He's got a pick. Guardians don't have nothing yet. All right, best third movie.
That's hard.
Yeah, Civil War, Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Guardians Volume 3.
I would say Civil War is probably gonna take that. With because that again, that's that last scene, that last big fight scene that's huge.
But you also got the last fight scene with the Goblin and Spider-Man and what's the name saving the MJ.
Oh gosh. Want to tear up.
We got all the people. Did everybody lose their memory at the end of it? It's like the saddest scenes, crying, and I don't know, man. That was tough. It was like each one had a epic parts. Like Guardians of the Galaxy is 3 now. Guardians didn't win any of them, so they're the third. So sorry, it was a great trilogy. Now that we're actually talking about it, it's not even running. So
wait, because here's the thing. It's very consistent. Because if you look at number one, Spider-Man is number one, but Guardians of the Galaxy is number 2. First Avengers 3. If you look at the second movie, Winter Soldier is number 1, but Guardians of the Galaxy is still number 2. Spider-Man. I think that's better than the second. I think it's better than Far From Home.
Okay.
Civil War, Captain America wins that one. And yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy gets the third place. But I think getting second place twice in a row is pretty solid.
That's solid for 3. You're not first, you're last for sure. That's
I'm gonna do some scores. I'm gonna give so if you get first place, you get 3 points. If you get second place, you get 2 points. And if you get third place, you get 1. All right. So first Spider-Man movie get 3 points.
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Captain America got 1.
The second Spider-Man movie get 1 point.
Oh, okay, going down line. Okay.
Yeah.
No, was it the third? Oh yeah. Yeah, what's the third? Okay.
And the third one got 2 points. So that's a total of 6 for them. Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy. The first one got 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
The second one got 2 points. And the third one got 1 point. So that's gonna be 5. Okay. So let's see. So 6 is the number to beat. Okay.
Yep. There we go.
The first Avenger gets 1 point.
1 point.
Winter Soldier gets 3 points.
It's 3.
This is gonna be a tie. No.
Yes.
No. A Civil War got 3 points. So that's it.
No, Civil War got 3.
Yep.
And Winter Soldier got 3, right?
Yep. So just take the emotions out of it.
Yeah. It's okay. It's Iron Man. It's Caps. Caps got it.
Cap got it.
First Avenger just got it. Yep, he's got it. Can't deny the numbers.
You can't deny. Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. He just made those numbers up, but they don't lie. Yeah. He thought about them like 3 seconds, and he made some numbers, and those numbers are accurate.
Yes, so it's official, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
So, all right. So from bottom to top again. So you got Ant-Man. That's the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the Thor quadrilogy.
Mm.
Then you got Iron Man.
Yep.
Then you got Guardians of the Galaxy. Then you got Spider-Man, and finally Captain America.
Yep.
But those top 3 are all incredible.
Incredible.
I mean, 1 point separates them apiece.
And I'll go ahead and I like some of DC's, but yeah, those movies like kill almost all the DC movies. Actually, all of them get destroyed. So
yeah,
DC, James Gunn, you got to bring it, because Zach, I don't know why everybody was so hyped over him. I mean, I like his movies, but they were so long. They were so long. His movies, they don't need to be that long to be good, Zach. You don't have to have 4-hour movies for it to be good.
Right.
Just cut some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He does not know how to cut stuff and make it good. Like, opera everywhere is always quiet and serious. Have a little humor. It's okay sometimes.
Right. Exactly. So.
And colors.
All right. So what do you guys think? Do you think that the numbers that Chuck says I just made up, are they accurate? Do they reflect what is correct about the trilogies from the MCU? What do you think about that? You think we're right? We need to shuffle this around a little bit. Of course, if you disagree, you're wrong. You have got to subscribe to survive. This is Color Commentary, where we give you views from a 1, 2, 3, and sometimes 4 side. Peace.
Saturday morning.